Hey, stay tuned to the end of this video for an exclusive promo code. What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today's gonna be kind of a quick video. I just wanted to update you guys on what's going on with my hair, because in my last video I was talking about my hair color and how crazy just life was in general, and I just want to thank you guys. It's really nice to know that a lot of you guys feel me on some of the things that were kind of driving me insane. Just to know that you're not the only one who's thinking this way. I had 3 colors in my hair because I had colored my gray hair with henna and indigo to turn it black, but over time and with washing your hair, the henna had faded out. So I basically had soft black in my hair with like a henna red, and then as my gray grew in, gray hair. So I had 3 hair colors, and it was just kind of driving me insane. It was making my hair look crazy, making me look old and crazy, and really making my hair look thin and my parts look like they were thinning, because the gray almost gives the like illusion of disappearing hair. And so I was like, you know what, like I don't want to spend 2 days doing henna and indigo to have it just fade out. Like it's a lot of work. And so I was like, I'll probably just put a box dye on it. And as I was reading through your comments, a lot of you guys were like, don't put the box dye over the henna. And I actually didn't know that this was like a thing. So thank you guys so much for telling me that. I did not know that henna and chemical dye were like an issue. The only thing that I knew off the top of my head about henna and chemical dye was that if you put henna on your hair, you can't dye like a light color over it. So I didn't know that they actually react in a negative way, or that they can react in a negative way. So I looked into it before I made the leap into dyeing my hair. And so thank you for the warnings. And what I found was actually very interesting. I did henna and indigo my hair before, and I believe that I dyed over that and I didn't have any issues. So I was like, I was like, okay, I don't remember anything bad happening to my hair then. I've always used the same henna, Henna Souk. I trust Henna Souk. Henna Khadija is amazing. She knows her stuff and she is all about the all natural. I trust her henna, and I've never had an issue with dyeing over it. So I wanted to look into it. I did a little research into why some of you guys are saying don't put a chemical dye over your hair after you've henna. And what I found was that just like everything else in the world, all henna is not created equal. Some hennas have less natural ingredients added to them than other hennas, specifically metallic salts and PPDs. PPDs can be found in like black hennas, those kind of fake hennas, and it's a toxin that is added to it, a chemical toxin that is made to turn your hair black. The issue with PPDs are that they're a toxin. It's a toxic chemical, and it can be absorbed through the skin and cause damage to your organs. It can cause cancer. It's just a really bad ingredient. And then there's also metallic salts that can be added to your henna, and this is to enhance the color of the henna dye. The issue with metallic salts and chemical dyes, especially if your chemical dye has ammonia in it, if you used a henna with metallic salt and then you dye your hair with ammonia on top of it, they're going to react. It can melt your hair. It can cause your hair to turn this really ugly color of green. It can be detrimental to your hair. Those are kind of the 2 biggest issues. Like if you have used a compound henna, a henna that has metallic salts, or PPD, a henna that has been tampered with in order to increase the color or enhance the color, that can be dangerous when adding anything on top of it, especially if it has been like less than a month and you still have the henna deposits on your hair. If you're using a chemical dye that has ammonia in it, it can potentially coincide with that compound henna and cause combustion of your hair. And so that's basically what I got out of it. So I was like, okay, want to avoid. And so the first thing I did was I checked the Henna Souk website, and I was like, do you have metallic salts? And thank goodness in her facts it says no PPDs, no metallic salts. And I was like, hallelujah, thank goodness, okay? Because I didn't know about this before. I just knew that Henna Souk's henna was like all natural, and like, whew, this is why it's good to make all natural choices. When you make, I mean, I have nothing against chemical. Let me not say that, because I still do use chemical products, but just try to be careful with what you use. Buy from reputable sources. Don't just put anything on your face and on your body and your hair. So her henna does not have PPDs and no metallic salts. So I was like, great. So I was really in the clear at that point, but I also wanted to double check the hair dye that I purchased, and it is also ammonia free. So I was clear on the henna side, and I was clear on the chemical dye side. So I was like, hey, let's go. So I just decided that I would move forward with the box dye. So with that being said, if you have ever hennaed your hair, if you want to go back to chemical dye, you really do need to make sure that the henna that you use does not have those two ingredients in it, the PPD and the metallic salts. And if you want to be extra safe, I would just go with a hair dye that does not have ammonia in it, just to be extra safe. And also spot test. And the other thing that I took note of before I dyed my hair was how long has it been since I hennaed my hair, and it has been well over a month and a half. So if you are gonna dye your hair after having henna, also determine how long it has been since you have hennaed your hair. The sources that I was researching recommend that you at least give it 3 to 4 weeks. I did a little research into content from people who dye their hair black, and it seemed to be that there was one brand that kept popping up as like a really great box dye, and it was the Garnier Olia Brilliant Color. So I just went to my local Target, and I wanted to actually do a jet black kind of color, but they only had one, and I have a lot of hair, and so I was like, nah, I'm gonna have to get the black amethyst. So I got this one so I could buy 2 boxes of it, so to make sure that I didn't run out, and I actually ended up using both of these. Hey guys, just popping in. I just want to clarify that I only used the dye for my roots, and then just like halfway down, which is why I'm only showing you the bottom of my head. As you can see, like the henna color is still here and my natural color is still here. So yeah, 2 boxes covered my roots only, and then like a little bit down. I didn't bother doing the ends because I really don't have that much gray hair on my ends, and also I don't really care. It's just mostly like my roots that are annoying. But I just want to clarify that in case you're like looking to buy the dye on your own, and so that you don't buy too much or too little. So I only used it on my roots and down. Okay, bye. This is kind of like a auburn black. It's like a softer black, has kind of reddish undertones. It has a little bit more dimension. Maybe I'll like it. I dyed my hair following the directions in the box, and it literally was so quick. I put this on my hair. By the time I finished both sides, I saw it changing, and I was just like, oh, thank you, Jesus, because I just don't have time. I don't have time, and just to see it actually like developing on my hair and like, oh, so quickly, I promise you, I was a happy camper. So I set my alarm for 30 minutes, rinsed it out, and I was good to go. So I'm sure you want to see how my hair turned out. Without further ado, I will take off my Melanin Hair Care Textured Stretch Satin Head Wrap. I was actually wearing this in the last video, and you guys were asking me what it was. This is actually not teal. This is our sage color of our Textured Stretch Satin Head Wrap. So without further ado, da-da-da! Yay! She's back, baby! Yo, there's nothing like having your black hair back. You just feel like yourself again. Took off 20 years. What the heck? Gray hair is so disrespectful, bro. Look at this hair, you guys. Like, this turned out fabulous. Fabulous. Look. Okay. Here is the color. I just did it yesterday, and I think it turned out so good. I haven't shampooed it yet because it wasn't in the directions to shampoo it. I put it on my hair, let it sit for 30 minutes. I rinsed it out, and then this comes with like a conditioner in the box. But literally every single video that I watched, every blog post that I read said that this sucked. So girl, I didn't even try. I'm not in the business of putting sucky conditioner on my hair because it can do more damage than help. So I just put my Melanin Hair Care Multi Softening Leave-In Conditioner on it, and not that one. And a plastic cap, and I kind of just let it sit for like 30 minutes, even though it doesn't say to deep condition. I was actually a little bit afraid that it might pull the color out because it literally does not say deep condition your hair, but I just wanted to make sure that it was conditioned, and it didn't pull the color out. I think it came out beautifully, and I feel so good. Like, I feel like myself again, and like I know the gray is gonna grow back, but when it grows back, I got you. When you come back, I got something for you. Gray, I'm ready now. I got you. And there's a lot of Targets in my area, so if I gotta drive, I gotta drive. But you gonna be gone. So I have a plan of action, and it's fast, and I love it. So yay! So I don't know if it's gonna pick it up on camera, but some of my grays look a little purple because the undertone of it of the black is like that auburn purplish reddish. So I do have like a little bit of purple highlights, but I actually don't mind them. I don't mind having subtle highlights. I really don't. I just don't want 3 colors in my hair, and I don't want bright red that like sticks out from black. And the purple is very subtle, and so I don't mind it. I think it's kind of cute, and it adds a little bit more interest in the sunlight, so I don't mind it at all. These are my results. I was able to dye over the henna successfully, the henna in indigo, because I used high quality, all natural henna and ammonia-free chemical dye. And it turned out beautifully, and this is what I will do from now on. I still love henna, and I will still use it, but just as a like strengthening treatment instead of to dye my hair, just because I just don't have the time for it. It took a lot of time, and my hair grows fast, and I don't have time to be like dyeing my hair every 3 weeks. Literally my gray was growing in 3 weeks, and the indigo was fading out so fast. So I was like, nah. So this is it, guys. I can't stop touching it. I just feel so beautiful and so young, and so like just I feel like how I feel inside. Like there's nothing worse than feeling like your young self and then looking in the mirror and being like, whoa, who is that old lady? Like that makes you just feel 1,000 times worse when you don't look how you feel. And so I'm so happy that I look how I feel now. Oh God, growing older is hard. But anyway, I hope that this video was helpful. If anybody was looking to dye over henna, please do your research first into what henna you used, and just overall look into it yourself to just verify, make sure that it works with the products that you have used personally. I hope that this helps. Girl, I love this. Yay! I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, so October 1st is National Hair Day. So last year we put a few marketing dollars into radio ads, but this year we just decided to pass the savings straight to you. So from now until October 1st, when you buy a Melanin Hair Care Twist Elongating Style Cream, you can grab another one at 50% off. Make sure that you add the promo code HAPPYHAIR21 to get your BOGO savings. Happy shopping, guys, and happy National Hair Day. Bye.